It's another awesome day here on VALGUERO. The chalk hills are so beautiful. I got this thrown in a drop and I slapped it down on top of the hatching area here so I can enjoy the amazing views. I have been very busy. Off camera, I tamed a few more megaraptors. I bred them all together and got the stats combined. I have a vanilla male and female breeder set up. And more importantly, I have the stats moved over to a female S-MegaRaptor. Remember, I tamed that level 100 female S-MegaRaptor just to be able to breed an S variant. I would like to do mutations on them, but I may have to wait until we get back to the castle so I can do it correctly. I pulled all the good traits and put it on our S-MegaRaptor. That thing is a beast. The stats won't look that great, but those special abilities of the S-Dino variant mod are amazing. It does more damage than the vanilla megaraptor, and that RG healing buff is fantastic. Also, remember that all S-Dino variants have 10% higher melee and movement speed than the vanilla counterparts. And all S-Dinos are immune to radiation, so you know I want to take them down in the aberration area. For today, we will do what we were planning in the previous video. Well, sort of. I already hatched the Deinonychus eggs. I cherry-picked the ones with the best stats and colors, and I put them to the side for everyone to see. I went ahead and combined the stats and got a breeding pair. From there, I made the one that we will ride on and put traits on it. I'm thinking the extra abilities from the S-Dino variant mod will be useful, so I will ride on one of those. Now, I also bred a couple of extra to work in a pack. So let's take them out and see how they do. Let's get started by looking at the megaraptor. Okay, so for the breeding project on the megaraptors, I basically used the stats from 3. And this one here, we have a health of 44. And this one we have weight and melee. The weight is 43 and the melee is 44. And this one we are using stamina, and the stamina is 46. Now I combined all those and I came up with a breeding pair. And our male and female are going to be 265. And the health is going to be 44, stamina is going to be 46, weight is going to be 43, and the melee is going to be 44. I got a variation of color, not a mutation, just a variation of color in breeding. And the 3 slot we have 82, and it's kind of this dark color. Let me adjust my HUD here. It's this dark color that's right here on the scales on the hands. On this one, ended up getting kind of a brighter cranberry looking color. So I'm not really worried about colors because whenever we breed over to the S-MegaRaptor, we pretty much are always going to have this blue. That's just kind of the default coloring of how they do. So this one has the exact same stats. It's just a female so that we can breed and get our S-MegaRaptors. Remember, in the S-Dino variant mod, the mom always determines what the baby will come out as. From there, I came over here and bred us out megaraptors to ride on. So this is going to be our caving megaraptor. And I went ahead and pulled off some traits. And it's got protective 1, high endurance 2, numb 1, tenacious 1, and angry 1. And of course, all the other stats that the breeders have. Now, this is going to be the one that we ride on, and this is going to be our backup. And it's basically the same stats, but there's no traits on there. So let's go ahead and put this one away. The next thing we're going to look at is all the Deinonychus that I had. So in here, I've got about 35 Deinonychus that I hatched from eggs. And then I've got 4 more over there that we're using for our stats. I probably got another 10 that I just ate along the way because I had so many. So I probably snatched about 50 eggs. And out of that 50, we basically got 4 that we like the stats of. So over here, we are going to have a weight, and it's going to be 30. And then here we've got our stam, and it's going to be 25. Here we have our melee, and that's going to be 31. And here we have our health, and that's going to be 34. Now I combined all of those stats, and we got ourselves a breeding pair. And the male and female both are 179. So they're going to be 34 into health, 25 into stamina, 30 into weight, and 31 into melee. I also bred that over to an S-Deinonychus, and it has the exact same level and the exact same stats. Now, the way that you get the eggs from these guys and you raise them up and then have to stack your stats together, you don't get any additional levels. Like whenever you get good taming efficiency and you get an extra, 70 levels, 72 levels, something like that. So what happens is all these numbers would be numbers that I would be using pre-tame with the hopes of, as they, tamed up, they would be over 40. That's typically what I shoot for when I go for stats. Preferably more like 44 or 45, but definitely over 40. Now, because we don't get those taming effectiveness, extra levels, we come out with some really conflicting numbers. On paper, you would think that they would be very good. But, when you look at the actual numbers, it's got 34 points into health and it's only got 1,872 health. That's not great. Now, I'm going to be using vanilla saddles, so they're going to be taking hits. This stamina is terrible. It's 525, and that's the best stamina I got out of 50 plus eggs. On their weight, it's 30, and it's only 268 on weight. So that's going to be a challenge in using that. And for the melee, it says 31, but the damage percentage is 463.4. Now, in a pack, with pack bonus, with the pack roar, they're going to be stronger. But solo, I don't know that they're going to be that usable. Before we head out and test these Deinonychus, I want to show you something that I've been using. Let's go into my map. Now, if you look on the map, I've got MR marked in 4 different places, and that just stands for MegaRaptor. I use the Arc Unity app to get accurate dino spawn locations and, on a most recent map. So, if you look here, I've just got 4 marked. There are a ton more around the map of where MegaRaptor spawn. These were just the ones that were in the closest proximity to me here in, the Chalk Hills. And this is just kind of the center point. It's actually like a big box, or square, I should say, that goes around the area. And, that just means that that's a higher chance of spawning in that area. So I basically just marked these 4 areas, and I flew from area to area to area, looking for new MegaRaptors to spawn, killing them off if they were low level, and then go to the next place, same thing, same thing, same thing. And I just did that in like a circuit, like a loop. While I was out, I snatched Deinonychus eggs when I saw them. So that's kind of the way that I've done this. Now, you can do it however you like, but using, a resource like Arc Unity or something like that can kind of help you narrow down where these dinos are at are just really useful. So I wanted to show that is how I kind of, did that. I may go ahead and take these off of my map now that I've got my MegaRaptor stats, and I'm going to move into the mutation phase of, breeding. But I just want to show that before I deleted anything. Now, on the map here, we have a cave marked, and this is going to be where we're going to test the Deinonychus. When I went down there, I saw this cave, and I was like, let's go check it out. I poked my head in, and a level 230 spider come running at me. So I was like, whoop, this has got to be an artifact cave. So I backed out and took off. And I figured this would be an excellent way to test these guys out. All right, so one more thing that I want to do before we head out. I want to show the pack roar, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with the levels, but we're going to try this. The thing specifically that we're wanting to show is how the vanilla Deinonychus will pack roar each other, and how the S-Deinonychus will pack roar each other. But the vanilla and S don't pack roar each other. So we're going to hop on here, and we're going to do the roar. All right, so you see how he calls out and the female next to me, the vanilla female, answers? The S-Deinonychus did not answer. So you will not be able to mix your army with vanilla and S-Deinonychus if you're using them like that. You'll have to have all vanilla or all S versions. Okay, let's hop on the RG. Let's head over to this cave and let's check this out. I think there's going to be some pretty good loot in there. After I saw the cave, I did go ahead and look it up online. And I believe there's some artifacts in there. And I went ahead and brought some scuba with us because I believe there's going to be a little water section. So we're going to try to go in there. And at the minimum, we'll test out these Deinonychus. And if they're pretty good, then, we'll go through the cave and try to get the artifacts. If they get kind of beat up, I may have to jump on the MegaRaptor and finish out the cave. Okay, so I wanted to show where we are on the map. We're at this kind of rundown castle over here, and on the map, it's basically kind of right here. It's 79.8 and 90.1. I've got a marking on the cave that is 78.3, 90.4, but I want to put the Deinonychus out and check the levels first before we go down to the cave. So this is kind of what it looks like. There's the castle, and there's this big, you know, like cliff area, and the caves are all down there. So let's come over here and let's land. I think we're fairly safe right here. I see some ovis and they're not getting attacked. So let's put our dinos out and put our RG away, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, we got all these guys out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to set these guys up. Now, for the army, I've got the one that we're going to ride on, and then I've got 5 additional ones. This one is just labeled Cave, and I actually took it out and fought some Enraged and put some levels into it. And that's only so that we can, you know, ride on it. Like I've got 19 points into weight, and it's at 524. So I'm going to be having to do weight management while we're in there. For traits, I've got the Athletic 2, Angry 2, Angry 2 for a second time, Frenetic 1, and Carefree 1. So a lot of this has to do with improving its stamina, or improving its damage resistance, or improving its damage output as its health falls. Because again, these Deinonychus, they don't have the best of health. Now there's a backup, and I've labeled it Pack 0. No, there we go. Pack 0. And he's got some traits on him, and he's going to be level 194. The one we're riding on is 231. I believe he's the same. He's a little higher than some of these other ones, I guess. But he has Distracting 1, Aggressive 1, Warm 1 again, and Carcass Bearing 1. The only reason I've got him is as a backup. If this one gets a little beat up, then we could hop onto this one if we needed to. These other ones are going to be just all basically the same. No mutations, nothing like that. And it's just a spread of males and females to get a mate boost on that. So what we're going to do, because these guys don't take any fall damage, is we're just going to fly right off here as long as these guys are all following. So let's see if they are. Yeah, it looks like they're all following. So let's go. There we go. We've got everybody here waiting for us. Nice. All right, let's go drop down to the next little area here. Is everybody ready to go? Oh yeah, they look like they're super excited. All right, let's get these guys up here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this cave. So you can see that once you get down here to the bottom level, you can see these purple crystal looking things here. And that's just kind of like your marker of where you're going in. So let's just poke our head in there. And there are tons. Oh, there are tons of these guys. Let's go ahead and whistle them on. And we're just going to let them go to town. God, there's all kinds of screeching and squawking here. I tell you what, it's crazy. These are level 200 spiders, so it's pretty crazy. We're going to ease through this cave because, again, like I said, I just poked my head into right here and saw all those spiders and backed out. So I don't know how bad this is going to be in here, what kind of creatures are going to be in here. We're just going to kind of work our way in, make sure we got everybody with us. Are we missing somebody? Looks like we've got 5 of them. All right, we're good. Oh, there's... all I hear is echoes. In my earbuds is nothing but echoes. Holy cow. Now let's get down here and get these guys. There we go. Now they're getting in there. I'm going to go to the right, and then I think we're going to backtrack to the left. So let's just kind of work our way along here, and we'll see if we can't get in here and get some hits on these spiders. And they should be doing okay. I want to just try to check them a little bit just to make sure. Yeah, so their health is not too bad. I mean, it's gone down. This one here's taking some hits, and this one here's probably taking about 600 damage. This one here's taking quite a bit of damage. Of course, they had the lowest amount of health, so we may end up losing one, and that's okay because we're just testing these guys out, and I can always breed replacements. And that looks like a bunch of snakes down there. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to let's do this. Let's get a crosshair. I think right there is the snakes. We'll whistle those guys down there and let them go to town. Yeah, they're getting up in there. Now, are those polymer plants? think so, right? Those things are tough. Good lord. Let's just double check and make sure that those are polymer plants. Or at least I think they are. Oh, they are, yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see what we've got here. I'm going to try to get these guys to 5k on health. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, you're looking a little rough too. So let's go ahead and give you a little Pyjet milk. Then we'll see if we can't heal you up a bit. Alright, so let me walk up top here and see if there's a drop or anything. These guys still frozen. Yeah, they're starting to get unfroze. And let's see, what do we got creature-wise? Not much. Nothing here. Alright, let's go back around. I think these guys will follow me and jump off. I would hope so, right? Keep coming. Alright. That one had to come along too. Okay, there we go. We're going to loop around to the left side here. I just got to make sure I've got all... Okay, there's always one. There's always one. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in there. Let's go ahead and get those guys in there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get some arrows on this crossbow so I can call these guys out. There we go. There we go. Okay, looks like there's something back there. I need to get this one that's stuck in the water out. So let me do that real quick. We're going to get you. There's always one that doesn't want to do what everybody else is doing. And I kind of want to go back a little bit to the left here and just see what we see. What is in here? Oh, there's a cave drop. Oh, nice. And there's also some stuff right here. This guy's getting hung up. Come on, dude. Why is everybody stuck here? There we go. And that dude back there is stuck. Let's take a look at this drop here. And what do we got? Okay. I mean, not great, but it's not the worst. Now, let's get on old Cave Dino here. And we're going to go follow all. And let's go ahead and we'll whistle them to neutral just for now. And let's just keep going around this area here. I can't really see anything. These guys are going to get super hung up, aren't they? Okay, let's backtrack. I don't feel like picking every one of these guys up. Work our way back around here. Looks like there's a little spot we can come across here. Yeah, there's a tons of like, what is that? Oh, okay, it's all the stuff that we're fighting. I'll just go ahead and get up there and get at it. $300. Oh, is that a Sarco? Okay, let's get up here. Let's get everybody out of the water. A 280 Sarco. Oh my goodness. We should bleed that thing down pretty quick. Wow. Okay, 280 Sarco. Let's get out of the water. Everybody out of the water. Everybody out of the water. Alright, we're going to go follow all. And we're going to continue looping around here. I don't really know what's in this cave. Like, you know, where the little secrets are. This is my first time in here. So we're just going to kind of check it out and see. And I think there's something down in the water, but I haven't gone in there yet. And, you know, I don't have a water tame, so I'm a little concerned about going in the water. This looks like a new area, right? We'll push a little bit further here. And see if we see anything in this side of the cave. I mean, I can't see nothing. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I hear, what do I hear? There's all kinds of stuff in here. Ooh, is there anything else out here? This is crazy. What's in here? Let's go ahead and keep you guys here. I'm going to put you guys on neutral in case something comes in. What's in here? What's in this little area? Can I walk in here? No. Okay. Poke our head in. Is that a bat? Is that a featherlight? What? What? What's in here? What is... Okay. I think this area is safe. There's a featherlight. Are there any mushrooms in here to feed that thing? I can't remember what you feed those guys. Let's take... Is there anything here that's going to eat us? Eat our face? No? Huh, okay. Let's take a look at this cave drop. And, some okay stuff. And a dog and a T-Rex? Yeah, I don't think that's legit. Now I'm curious, like, what's supposed to be in here. Can I, let me see if I can pick some berries or anything. Is there anything in here to pick that we can feed that thing? These are regular berries, right? Yeah. Any mushrooms? No. Over here? No. Here? No. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? How do I attain this? I can't remember exactly what a featherlight eats. Let me look up real quick and see. It's plant species Z or auric mushrooms. Well, there's no mushrooms in here. I mean, unless I'm just completely missing it. Huh. It'd be nice to tame one of these guys before going in the aberration cave, just so we have a light pet in case there's drama. That's so weird. Well, I'd like to tame you, bud, but I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. I keep hearing something. Is that a featherlight? Weird. Okay. I'm gonna just go in the Dino Finder and do a quick search just to see what's in this cave. We'll look, and there's a bulldog and a... Where's the bulldog? Where's that guy at? Oh, I bet you he's under the mesh, isn't he? I think that was the sound that I'm hearing. Can you get in this water? What happens to you? You get in this water? Anything? Anything bad? It's just fiber. Yeah, I bet he's down in the mesh, isn't he? Yeah, that would be my guess. Okay, well, that kind of stinks. All right, I have to figure that out. I have to figure out the whole mushroom bit and what to do. Let's go ahead and follow all. And let's just keep kind of moving along here. I don't know where this goes out. Ooh, I don't like to feel that. Where are we now? Huh. Well, we kind of circled around. Now, I don't really want to get in the water. I don't have a water tame, and I'm just kind of a little nervous about it. All right, let's do it. I'm trying not to get all the way in the water and get sarcoed, you know. And I think this is where we started off with. Yeah. What was that? What was that? I hear something. Okay, now they're coming. They're just not going to be able to get out, are they? Can y'all get out? Yeah, y'all got out. Well, some of you got out. Come on, guys. Everybody else got out. What are y'all being weird for? Okay, everybody got out. Nice. It sounds like there's something stuck in the wall here. Are those Megalania stuck in the wall? Or they're just kind of stuck there? Uh-huh. Okay. Weird. Super weird. Follow wall. So this cave is... it's kind of bugged a little bit. It's a little weird. I mean, I gotta admit, it's... What was that? I heard something. I heard something in my earbuds. Oh, it's a snake. Okay. This is where we were at before, right? So we go up high, or we can go to the right. We're going to go up high. And what I want to do, and that's the way we came in, correct? Yeah, I believe that's the way we came in. What I'd like to do is see if I can't go into the water, and I want to be very careful how I do this, obviously, because I'm going to be probably doing this on foot, right? There's a spot somewhere where you can find an artifact. Wait, have these guys respawned already? They sure have. Well, let's get them. Everybody get them. Let's come back in here. So in single player, you know, it'll take a while for the cave drops to come back. But everything, holy cow, everything's respawned already. Then there's just some high cave levels in here. All right, follow all. Everybody follow. All right, I'm about to pick you guys up because y'all aren't doing anything. you're just taking up space. Let's go ahead and I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a quick search, see if we find any maps or anything good. We're gonna ride on this one, and I'm just gonna loop through again just to see what kind of respawns we've got, and then we can kind of think about the water. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the VALGUERO out, and that way we can do a little testing with it and see how it does. And you might have a point. Yeah, okay, so let's go a little bit healthier. And then what we'll do is we'll just circle around again, and I just want to see what else might be in here. There's got to be a little section where there's a way down into the water, and that's probably where the water stuff is. So let me just see if there's some Sarcos in here. There's a Sarco right here. Where's that guy at? I bet this is how we get under the water here, right? Through here. Let's just get in the water and take a look. That looks like a way through, doesn't it? All right, let's get above water. And what I'll do is, all right, this guy's going to probably be much better in here with his jump abilities. We got respawns in here yet? I hear something, but I don't see it. So that tells me it's probably in the walls, right? Yeah, that jump ability is pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know how far this is, so I'm going to go ahead and put on a scuba. And let's see if we can hop in here. And then we'll go down a little bit. And I think I'll loop around. Loop? What was that? Oh, piranha. Let's see if we're safe to get this. Now the question is he going to float away? Yep. We'll take that. And then we're going to go follow. Let's get on. Okay, there we go. Oof. All right, so let's go down. And he's still good on oxygen. I got a tank on. See if we can work our way into the Sarco. And see if there's anything in here that's going to, eat us. Sarco's right there. He should kind of come up and aggro to us. Oh Lord, there's a bunch of stuff here. Oh man. Okay. Wasn't expecting all this. Wow, okay. We can't get spat on here. Man, that's a lot of stuff. Once I start eating corpses, I'll start healing them. I'll get that rapid regen. 300? Holy cow. I'm getting all that splashback damage from these guys. Come on. I'm going to get these guys killed off. My health is just dropping like crazy. Okay, so that'll get us a health regen for, was it 20 seconds? Something like that. And what I'll do, okay, so there's an artifact right there. I'll let that health regen go all the way up, and then what we'll do is we'll see if there's another creature over here somewhere that we can aggro. And then we'll grab this stuff. I hear something. Maybe it's that Sarco down in the water. Let's come over here and take a look. This drop. And is that a rhino saddle? I think that's what that was. I don't know if I'm gonna be taming one of those. What was that? Oh, Megalania? Alright, let's go some health regen. So we're gonna get that rapid regen. That'll be nice. I hear something else, but I can't really tell where it's at. Let's get over here. We're gonna grab this artifact once this regen is done. I can't remember if hopping off affects that regen, if they continue to regen without you on them or not. So I'm gonna let that regen finish, and we're gonna get the artifact. It is Skylord. Okay. Let's get back on you. I believe that's all the creatures we've got in here. Now our health is still fairly low. Let's see where we're at stat-wise. Yeah, let me go ahead and put a little into health, and I may force feed this guy just to get as much as we can before we get back into the water. I went ahead and force fed it all the meat, and then I gave it that Pyjack milk just to help with the health regen. And I'm gonna get back in the water here. It seems like there should be something else in here, but I don't know where that would be, and if I'm being honest, I'm kind of lost. Let's get down to the water. Let's just take a look down in here. Maybe there's a drop. Just kind of swimming around here. I just want to look and see what's underneath. If there's any kind of drops down here. I don't know if there are supposed to be, but we're gonna loop around. I've also got to find the way out because I don't remember where that's at. It's maybe in the corner over here. Okay. Wait, is that it? That's gotta be it, right? Yeah. Okay. We got enough. Yeah, we got enough oxygen on him to go all the way through. So let's go all the way through. And I was thinking that maybe there's another artifact in here. I don't know. Now that I'm in the water and I've kind of cleared the water out, I'm going to go ahead and just loop through this little water area just to make sure I haven't missed a drop or anything. Let me take a look over here. Is there something up top here that I missed? Oh, there is. There is a drop. Oh, there's stuff here. I did not see that. That scared me. Whew. That caught me totally off guard. All right. We're going to let our regen stop, and then we're going to go eat that in order to get another round of regen after our regen runs out. Oh, look at that. Have I been there? Has that respawned from when I was here before? Maybe. I don't know. Let's loop through. I still hear those Megalanian. It freaks me out every time. All right, there's some stuff back there that may aggro to us. Oh, these have respawned. Holy cow! I shouldn't be surprised that this is all respawn. I'm just kind of like sidestepping in circles around these guys, and they're just having a hard time hitting me. Alright, got both of those. We got our regen going. And let's see if we can't get back up in here. I do see stuff in here. Alright, keep working on this one. There we go, get that regen going. Nice. Nice, okay. Let's take a look at this drop here. And we'll grab it. I'm pretty sure I've grabbed this drop once already. But as long as they keep respawning, I'm going to keep coming back to get them. We might as well, right? I'm just going to look and see if any more of these loot crates have respawned. Because I feel like I've had a couple respawn. And for me in single player, I never get that. I never get respawns of loot crates like that. You know, when I pick them up, they're done, and it takes hours before they'll respawn on their own, you know. So I'm just going to look and see. I don't want to miss anything. Oh, see, there you go. And let's go here and let's go follow. Let's grab this. And where are you at? All right, be cool, be cool. Don't freak out. Let me get on you. Yeah, everything is respawned. I mean, well, no, the drop respawned. So let's just see. As long as it's not Arcoplur, I'm okay. Like, I'll take these guys because, you know, I'll be able to regen health off of them. All right, we're going to take this nice and slow, and then I'm going to eat these bodies, and then we'll regen our health. Before I even hop off and try to get that, let's just see if I can. I think I've tried this. I've tried putting an artifact in a Pyjack, and I don't think that it can take it. Oh, the Pyjack can carry an artifact. I did not know that. I legit have not tested that. Wow. Okay. Wow, that's good. That makes the Pyjack even better. I'm gonna hop off and get this artifact. All right, we got us another loot crate that's respawned. So let's hop off and get that. Every time he makes noise, I think it's something in here coming to get me. Let's go ahead and put some stuff in the Pyjack. You know, I legit have never tested to see if a Pyjack can carry an artifact. And now that I can see that it can, man, I mean, how's the Pyjack not the best shoulder pet in the game, you know? Like, it's, you just, being able to hold an artifact, it's a mobile refrigerator. It's such a good dino. I love that guy. Yeah, so I don't see, I'm gonna go over there one more time because there might be a drop. That pounce is awesome. It is so good to be able to maneuver around with that thing. Wow. That drop is back again. Oh my gosh. What is what is the deal here? That's crazy. I saw a faint red glow and I was like, let me take a look. Oh wow. Good riot gear. So I don't have to fight everything. I can just kind of jump over everything and see. There is a whole bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, this S-MegaRaptor, it might be the best caving dino in the game. And the Pyjak might be the best shoulder pet in the game. I know I say that all the time, but man alive, these guys are so good. Ooh, let's just get over. Try not to get our armor hit. All right, we're out. Okay, while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at all the loot that we got. Okay, so we've got plenty of chitin and hide. We got some ammo, electric prod, blueprint. I mean, I'll keep it, but I'm not going to use it. Fabricated pistol. We got some riot gloves, Tapejara saddle. Let's see, we've got Iguanodon, Megalania, Assault Rifle. It's a Rhino saddle. We've got blueprint for riot gear. We got some ghillie mask, blueprint that is. We've got a Giga saddle. It's 25,000 on hide and 16,000 metal and 47,000 fiber. So I don't think I'm going to use that, but Bronto saddle. Then there's another Giga saddle, much more reasonable Giga saddle blueprint that's 311. We got a blueprint for right helmet, and we got an Iguanodon saddle. And then we got some Ascendant riot boots, so like pre-made. And then we got a map. So that is pretty cool. We also got the Artifact of the Skylord twice, because the old Pyjak is the best shoulder pet in the game, and he's holding one for us as well. How do you like that? Man, I love that. Okay, we've got everything picked up. Let's go ahead and head back to the base, and let's see about putting this stuff away here. Well, the sun is setting on another awesome day here at VALGUERO. Those Deinonychus were a little spongy, but we thought that they would be. They don't have great stat boosts like you get when taming. Like I was saying, I shoot for a pre-tame stat of 30 plus points for the different areas that are important to me. That way, when the bonus points hit after taming, they're above 40, preferably 45 and above. Our stats are in the low 30s, and that stam at 26 is awful. But they do work well in a pack, and I wonder if I could take a Giga down, by stacking their bleed. I'm gonna have to try that sometime, like at the end of the series when we're not worried about if they are living or dying. I'll probably just use one in small caves just to protect myself. They do have great mobility, so I may be able to use it for taming on the fly to run down something that I'm trying to trank out. We made it through the cave. I didn't realize it was an artifact cave until I poked my head in there the first time and saw the high level dinos. Then I looked it up and saw that there was an artifact. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look again, because maybe there's a second one and I missed it. I don't know. Now, I had no idea that there were aberration type shoulder pets in there. Of course, I don't have any mushrooms to tame them. So if I go to the aberration cave, I need to make sure I get a bunch of different types of mushrooms and put it in the Pyjak. Then we can come over here and tame a few of those guys. I feel like it might be a little safer taming them in there than it will be just out in the open in the aberration cave. Of course, we would have to fight through all that high level cave stuff. I may run that cave from time to time. I can collect drops, level dinos, harvest chitin, and kind of clear out the aberrant shoulder pets just to see if different types show up. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the content. If so, give us a like and a subscribe. We really appreciate it, and we will see you on our next VALGUERO adventure.